Trey Rentz. This is my friend
Joseph Coatney.
And this is another world-renowned episode of Renny and Doc,
That's right.
Your favorite show by popular demand and by survey.
Yeah.
We do a lot of surveys.
We're going to quit, but there's just so many people.
Too many people love us. And welcome to the show. Joe,
Yeah?
this is an interesting day. We were just talking, and I've mentioned this to you before, but I've said multiple times that I hate it when people say, I don't have time.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to. I don't have time. Those people are liars.
That's true. Yeah.
Everybody has so much time, and what they're really saying is that I don't want to spend time doing something with you or doing whatever you want to do. And that's fine. But the reason I bring that up is because we literally just got back from recording footage for my first music video. Which, you know, I've said this multiple times, but or to you and not to the world. I felt so dumb. Yeah. And you said you felt dumb because we're
well, I had the luxury of being the cameraman, but
you look dumb too.
When I visualize it in third person,
right.
I'm walking around with a phone like this.
We felt like influencers.
Yeah.
Like
especially when that truck came down that alley.
Yeah. Oh boy. I was like, oh
boy. This is my life right here.
And I stopped that music real quick. Because you have to do playback when you do the.
I'm sure everybody feels that way.
I don't think so. We were talking earlier, just rehash it.
It's true.
Some people are just completely oblivious, and it's not they're oblivious. It's that they don't have that anxiety or the care. Like, who cares what I look like? I don't care.
Yeah.
I always wonder. Oh shoot! Oh crap! Do I look bad? Do I look good? What do they think?
Yeah.
And that's not a good way to live. I acknowledge that, but it would be.
You want to be somewhere between the two. Would be the good spot.
I would say I would want to lean more toward that other person. It's such an easier life to be blissfully stupid and ignorant. You go, oh, everything's great. Yeah. You don't have to worry about the miseries.
I'm making a TikTok.
Yeah. So we recorded the video. I'm very excited about it.
It's gonna be good.
I do have some work ahead of me.
Yeah.
But I've never been afraid of work, and it's not really work. I mean, what are we talking? We're not baling hay. That's true. That's another thing. People always complain like, "Oh, I got all this work to do." No, you're on a computer.
Yeah,
that's not work. I mean, it's kind of work.
Tedium.
It's tedium. Tedium is that's a whole different story. But anyways, I'm excited about that, and hopefully, I don't know. I'm trying to think about when the best time to release that would be, because how much time I always wondered, people don't understand how much thought goes into stuff like that, because you go, how far out do you want to set the date?
Yeah,
because it helps me to set a date to finish a thing. I think we talked about it in the first episode.
Yeah,
and but how far out do you set the date, and then how much time is it good to promote? Like, you take a movie. Yeah. You go, there's a set date. It's going to open this day. And you have that much time to promote, do trailers on commercials, stuff like that.
It is different in that way, because the music video is not really a trailer to your single. It's it is the single. Yeah. But in a different form. Right. So I would think you want to do them both at the same time.
Well, no, that's not.
Oh, but you just mean
I'm talking about
general release.
The amount of time, from when you finish it, and the time that you release it, you want to have some time to promote it. Yeah. Not that people are looking for my stuff like they're going the new Captain America movie or something like that, but it gives a little bit of like not anxiety, like a what's that word? The like hype, I guess. Yes. You want to kind of hype it up. So I don't know. I've wondered about that, and I'll just have to think about it.
Check out Trey's music. It's Conley on iTunes.
It's actually not Conley anymore. I retired the name. I was like, hey, look at me. And it's just Trey Rentz music, see?
Look up Trey Rentz music. on iTunes.
All you 3 or 4 people, hey, good. I look forward to those plays. Anyways, enough of that. We did the video. Now we're doing a new video. So there's always plenty of time.
There's time
to do stuff.
That's correct.
So let's get on to this. I don't remember. I said this multiple times. I never remember, and I need to get to your video too. We didn't get to. That
I don't even know what it is.
So well, you said that last time.
May not be worth watching.
Phobia. Right. Let's see what this is. I need to turn the volume up.
Ew.
That is.
What is that?
I remember when I sent this. Do you think
worms?
that's living things or slimy?
It looks like worms.
What kind of worms? It's not
It's
earthworm,
like,
Jim.
It's like earthworms.
Is it really?
Yeah, that's earthworms.
It's truly disgusting.
Oh, yeah, they are moving.
No, that's not awesome. That's disgusting.
What do you think that pipe
Which
is?
place where my damn fish went?
Looks like a sink.
You think so? It's a lot of room.
I'm not sticking my finger.
I'm not sticking my finger. That's a good way to end the video. Nor would I.
It's funny. We talked about last time with the helicopter that stopped, wondering why people watch that anxiety-provoking thing. But this is the same thing. It's like a gross... Yeah. It's like a fascination with stuff you don't like or something.
It's like being behind a bulletproof wall and watching a firefight, I guess. It's like...
What?
No, I mean like a firefight. What the hell are you
talking about, Jack?
Like, you're not going to get hurt, but you could experience the danger.
Oh, okay.
And safety.
Yeah, well, that may be not quite near.
I just made it up on the fly.
Okay, that's fine. I give it to you. All right, what is this stupid thing?
Device right here has sent me down the deepest rabbit hole. And that's because this is a source of free energy that has a very mysterious history and could be linked to UFOs.
Could be.
For several years now, a small group of scientists here has been investigating a strange new space-age metal, a nickel-titanium alloy called nitinol.
Never heard of it.
In cold water, nitinol turns soft. Bend it and it stays bent. But in hot water, it springs back with forces as high as 55 tons a square inch.
Now, how do I know that?
No one knows quite why this happens. Several years ago, McDonnell Douglas began experimenting
McDonnell Douglas, I love his hamburgers.
At room temperature, the nitinol wire springs bend easily, but in warm water they spring back, thus forcing the wheel around. Even stranger, nitinol wires get stronger the more they're used.
Shouldn't we have
they
heard
develop
about
a
this?
double memory.
This is from
they
30,
not only contract in the warm
40
water,
years ago,
but they begin to stretch of their own accord in the cool water. Nitinol can be trained.
Cool water.
And then there's this document that was written from the Battelle Memorial Institute to the Wright-Patterson Air Force Base in Dayton, Ohio.
I can't read that.
1939.
He thinks I can read that? I can't read that. It's too small.
Storing the crashed UFO that happened in Roswell in 1947, which was just 2 years before this contract was written.
All right, you
document,
getting boring. All right, I'm tired of you. You're boring me, man. Come on,
shut
Jack.
Your mouth.
Jeez. Well, that was
that's interesting. I will have to do some research on that, but
why stuff like that? If it's that extraordinary, though, why am I seeing it on a reel when it was filmed in the 80s?
That's what I mean. Like when he was putting it in the cold water and it became soft, and he's holding it. Right.
Oh yeah. How
and
do
then
you
he puts it in the cold. For all I know, that's just a springy material.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and it will just automatically just go back to normal once he
question everything.
Yeah.
Thanks, Green Day. All right, let's. Hey, I can find the mouse now. Or it's the cursor. I think we went through.
Yeah,
before. I still don't know why. This is like a running gag now. The mouse or the cursor. I just don't get. I like things to be the same.
Yeah.
Like I like what do they call that word? This is a consistency, yes. I like consistency in all things. Now, you don't get that in life most of the time, but I do like consistency. I like consistency. Consistency. This is a podcast where we can't talk. All right, so or at least me. What is this stupid thing? Oh, have you heard about this?
No.
They get surgery to make themselves. Now I don't know if this guy did that, but they make themselves taller by getting surgery on their legs.
Now, I knew they did that for people that had different length of legs, but just to get taller, no thanks.
That. Well, there's a thing in dating.
I know.
That if you're not 6 foot, then you're nothing.
I think I'm 5'9", 5'10", and I'm fine with that.
5'9", yeah. Well, guys don't care about it, but guys only care about it when they think women care about it.
Well, my wife's 5'4", so
that helps.
I'm doing fine.
But at the same time, I will say this, that there's a lot of videos talking about it. Yeah, why would you do that?
I couldn't do it.
Wow.
What?
The things we do for love or women. I hope women of the world, I hope you appreciate that we will literally break our legs and stretch them out just to get you to notice us. So you better appreciate that.
I won't.
Just imagine, though. You know, there's a lot of stuff that I watch a lot of dating material on YouTube. And there are a lot of women, even when they're 5'2", 5'3", 5'4", they still want a 6 foot tall guy because it's not... To them, it's not about proportionality to themselves. It's about proportionality of men against men.
Yeah.
So they want... The 5'9" guy is not as good as the 6 foot guy.
What's that really bringing you?
I don't know. That's never made sense to me.
He can reach the top shelf.
Right. They get a ladder. But anyways, it's...
Most of the men in my family are over 6 foot tall, and I'm fine.
Really?
I'm fine being the short guy.
How tall are your brothers? They didn't seem
all over 6 foot.
Wow, I just didn't realize.
I took after my blessed mother.
Your blessed mother here.
She's probably 5'2".
Really?
She's short.
You get the short end of the stick. I'd like to. I'd like to say the other version, but then I'd have to do more work and bleep that stuff. So
yeah.
Bizarre murder case to tell you about tonight. A man is dead and his stepson is in jail after a fight leads to what's called an atomic.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Pulls it over your head.
Got into a fist fight after the stepfather made remarks about his mother and their upcoming divorce. But then the fight escalated to the point where the stepson pulled his stepfather's underwear.
What did he rip him in half from the anus?
I believe the asphyxia was caused due to the what they're referring to as an atomic wedgie.
How in the hell does this work?
The gentleman had actually pulled the underwear of Mr. St. Clair up over his head, and the elastic band was around his throat.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was about to say, you pulled it so hard that it became so taut that it ripped you in half.
That's quite
That's a bad way to go.
It is.
Yeah, it is feet. I'm sure I've given people wedgies, but yeah, like you said, I didn't know it was actually possible. But I guess it probably rips, and that elastic bands.
Yeah,
you would. So it's really just the band, probably. Boy,
really stretchy.
What do they call that? Bullying is a fun thing. Oh,
that's cool.
Yeah. That just goes to.
That's the one they had to concrete over, right? Because they didn't want to. They couldn't get the body out.
He's still there. Yeah. That was freaky to me.
Mental. You think you're swimming to the exit, and you did.
Well, you could get around a lot of this stuff by just not doing it. So I live my life a lot like that.
Yeah.
I could jump off cliffs.
I can safely say that won't happen to me.
Yes, unless in the end of the world times, maybe you'll have to do. Oh, and we're back, and we're back. Oh, there it is. Ah! What the? You saw it.
I did,
and then it disappeared, literally right at the same place where I was.
Hey,
hello, and welcome to Movie Phone.
We're professionals here.
It's all coming together, isn't it? Here, if you didn't know, we got a new sign, and we just put it up. I'm not going to act like we're some sort of fantastic voyage or something like that. But anyways, we're something. We're doing something here. Yeah. All right, what is this? These could be the worst videos we've had so far. Ice. Typical day. Let's see where the ice is made.
Oh, boy.
There's only doo-doo in there.
What about up in here? That's not all right either. Ice is made up there.
Why in the hell did I send this?
I don't know.
Oh, good. No, I like that. It's like jelly. Yeah. I gotta say though, how do you? how do you clean that stuff? How often should you clean that stuff? Because mold
more
gathers.
often than they do.
Well, you got a point there.
Drink that.
I'm thirsty. Oh, it's such a waste of ice. It's not really. Ice it's funny. Science is an interesting thing because you really don't lose anything by doing that. It's just a different form of water. Yeah. See, I'm a scientist. I know these things. That's why I can speak upon them. Let's see another boring video that I sent to the stupid thing. Oh,
this is kind of like that brain thing, huh?
Well, we made fun of the Apple Vision Pro a lot, and I still stand by it in public. Yeah. But this kind of stuff, I am very interested. I'm big into like the human body. I'm big into nutrition stuff. Mm-hmm. This kind of stuff is something that I would really like to see because it's like a great tool for learning, right?
It is, yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that people in the 1800s probably never envisioned a time where we could literally see a moving visualization of internal organs.
Oh yeah.
You're like, if you want to see that, you got to cut somebody's.
Yeah.
And you can't kill them, except you will kill them because you're cutting. But that's an interesting little thing there. Matter of fact, I'm bored with my video. Let's see what your crappy video is.
Let's see what my crappy
Welcome
video
to
is.
Crappy Video Time. Did we watch what did you send here, Joe? Because
that one's scary. The bottom one's just funny for idiocy.
Well,
and I don't know what the other one is.
I say we go and we watch the scary one first. First. We're getting stuck in this. What the hell's happening?
Avalanche.
Oh boy, I've seen these videos. What do you do?
What he does.
Yeah, but that's not going to help you. It could fall at any point.
It could, but he gets really lucky.
Wow. What causes avalanches? I understand snow.
Yeah. Well, it could just be
Wait, they call it an avalanche in snow? That's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand snow because it's like it's an accumulated thing, but rocks?
Yeah.
And dirt?
All it would take is a couple of rocks to hit another rock and hit another rock.
That's true. I mean, it's probably based upon the dirt underneath it, right? You would think.
Probably.
Because if it goes, then
this video.
Yes.
Is. I think that we might need to start. I just told my friend the other day we might need to start testing people for driving more than just the first time you get your license.
I thought we did to test.
And
all right, that's a good preamble for this video.
Oh my god, what do I do?
Filled gas everywhere except for her tank.
Nicole,
how does that? Oh,
she's got it all over.
What do I do? It's not stopping.
You gotta click it. It'll pop open.
What do I do with it?
Oh boy,
people could die.
This is the kind of person that does kill people on accident.
What do I do?
It reminds me of you saw Zoolander, right?
Yes.
That whole scene where they're spraying. I don't know. We should have put that clip there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, lighten it up because hey, why not? That's the kind of dumb people that you're dealing with there. That's a good movie. Did you ever see the second movie? I never did.
I didn't.
Yeah. I'm not big
I
on.
quote that movie quite a lot.
Do you really?
Is this a school for ants?
That's a good one. Let's see. It's funny. This has become like just a commentary show.
Oh,
hey,
boy.
There you go. Hey!
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. Johnny! No!
I'm going to take a 15.
Who's bringing the dumplings?
How are they so casual?
Yeah, you'd think they would be like, aye.
Tim fell down in the valley again.
Oh, it all happens every week. Oh, Tim. Just imagine how bad is your day. You ever have one of those days where it's like everything goes wrong?
Yeah.
And then, this is very specific, but all the time at work, if I'm having a bad day, I wear earbuds, but I wear the string. Like I don't wear the wireless things. That's probably gonna cause a tumor.
Yeah,
I think. I don't. Maybe I'm just worried. So I got the strings, and if I'm having a bad day, that thing will catch on every damn piece of thing.
Yeah,
and it pulls out, and I go, and I hulk out, and I say, Banner, calm down, to myself.
I don't know that there's much more that's more infuriating than getting your earbuds just ripped out of your ears.
Because it's not like it hurts.
No, it's
but
just
it really pisses you off.
Yeah.
And then in the same vein of that is like if you're wearing something like this or a jacket and it catches on stuff, you go, what is the point? Like, did it really need to happen?
Yeah.
And that's where you go, if there is a thing about destiny or things happen for a reason, you go, why that one? Is it just to add fuel to the fire? I wonder about those things.
Maybe it's there to teach us patience.
I don't think I get that from that, but you could be right, though. All right. This was an interesting thing that if guitar wasn't hard enough, let's make it harder. Oh, he's playing bass. But if
what the?
And he's good at it.
You'd have to relearn.
Is it a bass?
Yeah. Right? What?
That's an amazing thing. I don't know if he made this or...
Surely he did. I'm sure that's not a manufactured thing.
You ever have... This is something for all those musicians out there. Just restringing a regular guitar is annoying.
Yes, it is.
And
I
just
always
imagine
go
doing
way too long before.
Imagine doing 3 times as many strings, and then that's that guy. It's a oh boy. I don't know. I need to think more about what I send to the show, because I kind of do it willy nilly.
Yeah.
But
See,
sometimes we come.
Enough,
well, maybe I send too much. Oh, this was an interesting thing. They always talk about how Stonehenge was moved there. Of course,
yeah.
I mean, it is just rocks. If you get enough people on a rock.
I watched a whole documentary about that right there.
And
because the legends say all of the natives from that island said that the statues walked to where they are placed.
Oh.
And so they came up with that.
I mean, it makes sense.
Because they've tried the rollers and everything, and that was the best, easiest way to move it. Because once you get the momentum going,
do you think it's just that we when we look at like antiquity stuff like that, and we look at like ancient Egypt, which we've discussed before, and we go, they were advanced. I'm not saying that they were not very advanced, and they could have been far more advanced than even we know.
Yeah.
But it's stuff like this where we complicate it, overly complicate things.
I think it's entirely possible because, I mean, just think 100 years ago, if somebody was making your window frames, they would hand carve intricate patterns into it.
Oh, yeah.
And now we're just like, just put a piece of wood up there.
I know, but even take that, when they talk about stuff like this that have been done or that they don't understand, they go, we don't understand how they could have done it. And I can't remember the show. There's multiple shows about stuff like this, and they're looking back and they go, well, they could have done it like this. They could have done it like that. And then you go, I think it takes just a regular dude, like a regular blue collar dude, to look at a thing and go, oh yeah, they just kind of wobbled it.
Yeah.
Instead of this intricate system of pulleys and boats and
I
stuff
can see
like
that because necessity.
I
made. I needed to make some cabinet doors for my kitchen, and they're supposed to have a recess on the edges where it closes. And I spent several weeks trying to figure out how to do that without a router. And
Joe, you just plug it in. You buy a router from the store.
I know, but
plug it in.
What I ended up doing was.
For the record, I don't know what the hell a router is. So other than a wireless router that you're...
Because the only tool I had really was a circular skill saw.
Yes.
So what I ended up doing was screwing down a temporary board here. I measured it out where my saw would be against that board, and it would just cut to where I needed that lip.
Right.
And then you just kind of hack off the rest of it. And it's such a simple thing. And when I realized that I could do that, it felt so dumb that I spent weeks thinking about How am I going to do that? I can't do that. I have something with a chisel trying to do it.
And on the next episode of Woodworking with Renny and Doc, we'll talk about cabinet doors.
That's right.
And more recesses, in case you wanted to know. I think that's good enough. Luckily, we had that riveting story. But you're better than me because I've never even tried to do that kind of stuff. Now, I'm not saying that I couldn't do it, but
I think a lot of it's just simpler than until you're doing it. Like if you're just looking at something, it's probably a lot more complicated.
Don't you think that's a lot of life, though? Like
probably.
You know, we all have those people that overcomplicate small things, and then it like makes them freeze, and they go, "Oh, I can't do anything now."
Mm-hmm.
But if you just, I think if you, with all things in life, if you break it down to its simplest form, like the, oh, for God's sake, what is that called? Occam's razor.
Yeah.
In a way, not it's not.
No, I try to live like that.
Yeah.
Because you can get overwhelmed, but if you just go, I fix this, then all this is fixed.
Right. And like you've said before to me, somebody made this thing.
Yeah.
They're just a person. I'm a person too.
Yeah.
I could probably figure it out. Now, with quantum mechanics, I think maybe that's not quite as easy, but with, you know.
It's just an atom bomb.
If you're building cabinets, then there's probably a way. But you have to go through that thing of, is it worth my time to do it?
Yeah.
And you also go, well, people do this for a living. I could just give them, I mean, they need to live too. They learn the skill.
True.
I just let you do it, and it'll look great. And now you're happy, and I'm happy.
Yeah.
And then that's capitalism,
totally
I guess.
fine paying people to do things.
And on that note, thank you for watching, whoever you are. And
specifically you.
Right. Thank you for watching the show. Comment. It helps. Like it. It helps. Share it. It helps. And we'll see you next time on the next episode of Renny and Doc.